Well, there we have it, folks. We finally have confirmation from Sony that they are releasing their Xperia Stream, an accessory for the Xperia 1.4 that keeps the device cool whilst mobile gaming and also adds some extra functionality. So let's have a proper look at it. This is something that I've actually wanted to see from phone companies for some time now, that we needed accessories that allowed us to hook up multiple devices whilst keeping the phone cool. As you can see with the Xperia Stream, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, we have a USB Type-C port for charging, we have a HDMI port out, which is very important, we'll get onto that in a second, and we have an Ethernet port, which is also very important. So, first up, obviously, we have the USB Type-C, which is really important for charging. We can use HS power control with the Sony Xperia. It's going to be very interesting to see whether the charger can keep up in terms of supplying the phone enough power. The 8 Gen 1 is pretty thirsty, but I still think, compared to previous generations of Xperia, we're still going to get more drain on the battery than we would have had previously. That should improve in future, obviously, with the 8 Gen 2 next year. And I would assume, because this accessory is just releasing now, that the Xperia 1.5 will be of the same dimensions as the 1.4. That's just a prediction, but we'll see how that plays out. HDMI out. Now, this is super important. So there's a lot of us, including myself, that have streamed mobile games, and it can be a bit of a pain getting that footage through a capture card onto your computer. Now, having that HDMI support there means you can hook it up straight to a capture card, and you don't have to mess around with any dongles. You don't have to worry about having a dongle that can also take the power through it as well. You can have all of that running through the same device. You can have your USB-C charger plugged in using HS power control. You got the HDMI out straight to your capture card, so that's for video capture or streaming, whatever it is you want to do, and you can do all that whilst keeping the phone cool, whilst also with that Ethernet port being hooked up to your router. Stable connection, super important, especially if you are streaming. I think it is a literal game changer, mobile game changer even, for game streaming, content creation. You know, mobile gaming is becoming more and more popular right now, and mobile game streaming along with it, and I have been crying out for something like this. Mitch, who's the other part of Grounded Tech, he's joined me on the channel recently. He is a mobile game streamer. He streams League of Legends, Wild Rift, and other games, and he has this problem a lot with phones, especially on the Android side, because they tend to run quite hot. This device in particular for him is going to be fantastic. I'm going to be getting this to try it on the channel and give you guys a review. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments. What do you think to the Xperia Stream? Is it something you're going to pick up? It's selling at $160 equivalent over in Japan. No international pricing yet, but that is still a pricey bit of kit. But of course, if you want it for a specific purpose, it's going to be quite useful. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And I honestly think this is a really good thing for Sony. They've been touting the Xperia 1.4 and just the Xperia brand in general as being something that is really good for gaming, and they do have some very gaming-centric features. However, we were talking on the Grounded Tech Talk the other day, myself and Mitch, and we were actually talking about this particular issue with the phone, because Mitch has had a nightmare with it, and that the phone does heat up far too much. And he actually, in a similar issue to what was happening with the Xperia 1.3 for some people, is that the touch input was very unresponsive, and you could tap the screen and nothing would happen. Mitch has had that issue with the Xperia 1.4. I'm hopeful that this Xperia Stream will actually cool the device enough to stop that happening, because I have a feeling that it's heat related, and that when the device gets too hot, especially because a lot of the heat comes through the screen as well, that it's affecting the touch response. So hopefully it alleviates that or solves it completely, because otherwise it's not really going to be that practical for people that are playing competitive games. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this. We're going to have a lot more to talk about on this as well. I do have the Xperia 1.4, which is recording this video right now, so we're going to have a lot more coming on this. I've been Dan, this has been Grounded Tech. If you found the stream helpful, a like, subscribe would be fantastic. Stay safe, take care, stay grounded. We'll see you soon.